those players that was there. Deshaun Nugget Warren, who joins us now. Deshaun, how did you get that nickname Nugget?
So back in high school, I was a smaller guy. I went to high school in Suitland, Maryland, and basically I was trying to earn a spot in the ninth grade as a freshman. So first I started off as special teams, so I was returning punts in practice. And what I did was I scored a touchdown on the starting punt team, and my coach asked me what my name was. So as me being a younger guy, the first thing I thought was first impression, best impression, give mine outside. So I ripped off my helmet real fast, and I said, Coach, my name is Deshaun Warren. So back then I had a little high top fade with a blonde patch right here. So he looked at me and he laughed and he said, I'm going to call you Nugget. So ever since there, it just stuck.
All right. I love it. So, Deshaun, look, besides doing your thing last season, the last couple seasons at Jackson State, we saw you at the HBCU Combine and the HBCU Legacy Bowl. For whatever reason, the only postseason bowls you went to. How much did those exhibitions springboard you think, into more of the consciousness of NFL teams and NFL scouts?
I would like to say first, before I came there, I had a lot of competition in practice. So I say that those moments prepared me for the Celebration Bowl because it was a lot of competition there as well. So I guess us going hard every day, and us all giving 110%. It just prepared me just to showcase what God gave me the ability to do.
So at the Legacy Bowl, the All-Star game in New Orleans, where you really did your thing. I mean, a lot of teams were talking to you there. You had your pro day Monday. Have you heard from some teams along the way in this process?
The Raiders have reached out to my agent, and he told me that they're very interested. But I know coming into the pro day, one thing I really wanted to work on was my ball skills and my eye discipline. So by me doing those things, those blessed me to be able to talk to some of the guys today, and there's a week or more.
Hey, Nugget, your teammate last year at Jackson State, James Houston, was drafted in the 6th round last year to the Detroit Lions, has a great season there in his rookie year, 8 sacks, second in the entire league in terms of rookies with sacks. Seeing one of your teammates do that, coming out of Jackson State, how much confidence does it give you to make an impact in the NFL?
Man, I was more than excited to see James do what he was blessed to do because I got to see that every day, like day in and day out. So just to be able to see him do it on the next level, I knew he had it in him. And as I've been going through this process, I've been reaching out to him, picking his brain a little bit, so I can know how to move around this time.
So, Deshaun, we're talking about you possibly getting to the NFL, but your path to get to this point has been absolutely incredible. Coming out of high school, going to Lackawanna Junior College, being the top-rated corner coming out of Lackawanna, committing to Georgia after getting offers from everybody, but then you opting to go to Jackson State. And then at Jackson State, because you talked about the competition there earlier, we don't see a ton of starts. We don't necessarily see a ton of stuff that shows up on the stat sheet yet. Here you are under the microscope to go play football in the NFL. What about that journey, and why can't people just look at the stats from Jackson State and get a true evaluation of you?
One thing my grandmother always told me is the star can shine no matter where it's at. So everywhere I went to, I always had that mentality that no matter where you are, you can make it no matter what your circumstances are. So coming into Jackson State, I just kept that mentality, and like I said before, God, he just gave me the opportunity to showcase that. And now you guys are able to see that I am who I am.
Even in high school, Nugget, you got to overcome some academic adversity. It would have been very easy for you to quit at that point. What caused and fueled all the perseverance you've shown to get to this point now, a month away from the NFL draft?
I say the one main thing it taught me, though, it humbled me a lot, though, because it showed me that in order to be an athlete, you got to be a student first. You can't do nothing without the grades. And I had a lot of good people in my corner as well, because it was times I wanted to give up, and there's times I almost had gave up, but it was just the people I had around me, man. They got me out the house. They kept my mentality strong. And one friend, he had an ID for the military base, and basically they got a free gym as long as you get the correct paperwork and whatnot. So every day we'll go to the gym and we'll just work out all the way up until it's time for me to go to Lackawanna College. And also my younger siblings. That just pushed me the most because I'm the oldest out of all my siblings.